Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another exciting week of Alpha Touring Challenge action here at Virtual Austria. We've got a great night of racing ahead of us here on this 2.68 mile circuit, and man, I'm excited for this. Joining me in the booth tonight, running the cameras, running the overlays, Pim Luth. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. I just stayed overnight over here because last night we were here as well, and we had a lot of fun. It's a great track. As we discussed then, it's still the same for me. I really like this track, so I'm very curious. We saw some great racing with these Alpha Touring Challenge. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see them right over here. How clean can they get it? And who is going to be that leader? We've seen the Slug going around, other people taking the first position. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this race.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I think we stayed at the same hotel last night because yeah, fresh off the Sunday night Skippy race here. Very similar track conditions today, by the way. 82 degrees Fahrenheit for the track temp. Very nice and cool. Great racing weather. Nice light winds, low pressure. So that's not going to be a factor for us today. What may be a factor is we got a 50% fuel limit, which is going to drive a pit stop for these drivers here on this hour-long race. And this pit road is nothing to be messed with. It's a 50-mile-an-hour pit speed limit, which is going to feel like crawling to them. And on top of that, both pit entry and pit exit can be just a little bit tricky here. And on top of that, what we saw in the Skippy race last night, a lot of braking zones where you got a lot of potential for some dive bombs. And on top of that, we've got off-track system here where it's very easy to get a slowdown if you're racing side by side, which if we know anything about this particular league, they like to race side by side very cleanly, but at the same time, that can induce some potential issues for the drivers.
Yeah, and we did saw that they're still busy with the qualification. Let's have a quick look. Or is qualification just... It's just finished, isn't it? Yeah, I can actually see it's just finished. We do have the list right over here. Now, all right, I'm gonna take a stab at all the names. I apologize already in advance if I say some names.
Best of luck to you, sir.
All right, let's see how we can do this. On the first position, of course, is Roji Svirovic. He was on there in our second race, and he's here again. Logan McKenzie is the leader of the championship. Is on the number 2 position. Great from Georgia. Always good to see Georgians on the top. And then we have the slug on the on the 3rd position. Francois Schink on the 4th position. And then number 5, Jerome Bujalaz. Number 6, August Blondel. 7th, Andrew Little. Number 8, John Luzon. Number 9, Jacob Wally. Number 10, Rendell Ruggles. 11 is Eric Stutzler, and then we have number 12, our first SNS person. That is Matt Zepka. I didn't see him last night, so now we know why. He was practicing over here to make sure that he could do well in the 12th position. It's not bad at all. If we go further, then we see the Cody Hundley on the 13th position, David Senedo, Ray Bartnikowski, 15th position, another SNSer right over here. We have JB Didieu. Let's make sure that we get to the gridding. Oh. Jake Ashe, number 19, don't want to forget him. Then we have Corey Fluke, Volkswagen, Jonathan Strahl, and Aaron La. So those are the guys that we are going to watch at. So what do you thought?
Great grid here, man. 23 cars on a track like Red Bull Ring. This is going to lead to some great racing. Great distribution of manufacturers here on this Touring Car Challenge. And we're going to start this rolling start here. It looks like we're doing the short, I guess, half safety lap, if you will, formation lap, depending on which driving series you're used to watching. But they're going to come around the last 2 turns here, and we'll see we're getting a little spread out already, which I think will add to the mystique here. And we're already off. Green light has not come out yet, but we are already green.
It is going over the line right now, and we do see that Wojciech Svirovic and Logan McKenzie are a little bit running away. I think the Slug is right behind there. Is he going to block him? Is he going to make sure that the rest is not going to make a move?
Really great job on the start there by all the drivers. They're going to go single file here through the first turn, which is very difficult to do. Logan McKenzie is going to take over first position here going into turn 3. He's going to maintain that. This is a very important. This corner exit off of corner 3. This is a very long straightaway. There's a couple long straightaways here, so that's what we're going to be focused on. Is some of these corners here very tight, but corner exit is going to be the difference between keeping a position and losing a position here.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday with the Skip SNS over here, but definitely with these cars you have probably the same things. And we do see here that Logan McKenzie, Wojciech Svirovic and the Slug are really a little bit running away. I think Francois Schink needs to work hard to actually come back to that little group, but that is already our first little group. We're not even a lap finish yet. Funny to
I'm really shocked that. Yeah, not shocked. Shock's the wrong word. These guys are really keeping everything nice and clean and tight, and some great racing going on here. This is exactly what we expect. I will point out, though, that the track temperatures are a little different than what I had originally called out here. 115 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit warmer than what I had originally
yeah, and I see here Randall Rugless is... Rugless is making a move over there. Was for 10th position, but is losing it right now.
Yeah, we got 3 wide. Holy cow. Matt Shepka going and taking advantage of that, by the way.
Yeah, and I also see in the front things happening around. Logan McKenzie is still number 1, but Slugnificent is really side by side over there. Looking at Wojciech Svirovic is defending hard, but he is losing it over there. But he's still on that inside, so can defend if he takes that inside. No, he can't take it. Look at that, he's going behind it. And now we have teammate Logan McKenzie and the Slug driving along. They can really play the team game over here. Wojciech Svirovic is looking already. Knows that this is not the position that you want to be in. Logan McKenzie is able to have it very steady right now. What happens in the back? We see Andrew Little is driving here on 7th position, fighting with Jacob Wally. August Blondel's right behind there. Also Matt Zepka. Matt Zepka 2 positions up on the 10th position. We see fighting over there in the last corner. Look at that, Cody Hungley.
Yeah, right. Great move, but look at that by Eric Statzer. Gonna try to right across the line. He's not going to get the position, but going into turn 1, he does have the position in the inside there. Really well executed.
Yeah, that's a nice move, and those guys here in the back are really fighting hard.
Up front, this battle for the lead has basically turned into a top 5 under a blanket. They have basically gapped that second group back to John Lawson by about 6 seconds now. But you can see all the way back here, the fighting is not over. Matt Shepka leading this.
We do have some issues
he's right
with
in
the sound.
right in the thick of it. Yeah, and Eric Statzer. This battle between Cody Hunley and Eric Statzer, one for the ages here. These guys are going back and forth, really clean racing, just a staple of the ATC league here.
I am not sure if we still have sound. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, I think we lose some sound. I will have to work on that a little bit. Don't know what exactly happened. But you can talk about the cars.
Yes. Yeah, all right. So here we go. We've got the lead. The battle for the lead is still quite hot. Logan, Significant, and Roji is in a battle for the top three. They've gapped Francois just a little bit here. So we had a top five. Now we've got a top three. And actually, let's focus in on here the battle for P7 with Andrew Little and Jacob Wally. Because I gotta imagine here, Jacob's gonna try to look maybe to the outs. Nope, he's not gonna have any room for that. Really getting up into the bumper there.
All right, we're back up and running. I think we had a little miscommunication, but we're back and the sound is also back, so that's great to see.
Very good. We've still got a lot. I mean, look at the timing tower, folks. Look at the yellow intervals here. That's where the closest battles are happening. Dang near the entire timing tower is yellow numbers, which just gives you an indication of how impossible it is going to be to cover all of the action here tonight. Let's focus a little further back here. Volkswagen and JB Dejoux. This is also another great battle that's going on here for P15. Volkswagen up 3 spots right now in that 15th spot, going through the S's and trying to hang on as JB in that 621 car, poking left, poking right. We'll see if he can't make a move here on the final 2 turns.
Yeah, I do have to say I like those paints of those car. And I get to know them right now. I do see that Ray Bartnikowski right over there is driving with that beautiful car. Last time we saw that it going into the barriers, but this time he's going very nicely there on the 17th position. On position number 10, we're also seeing a battle. And, well, they're basically drag racing him over here. Jacob Wally is pushing Andrew Litz over there. Look at that. Man, those guys are going really, really close.
There's basically no separation between a lot of these cars. I mean, it's really tough to accomplish that here at a track like Red Bull Ring, which as spectators we love. I'm sure as drivers it's a little frustrating, but
yeah, I'm curious what people think of it. We'll hear that in the after interviews up here. But for now, August Blondel is driving that 9th position, and Coat Huntley is right behind there, and he can't find to make a move. And Matt Zepka is on that 11th position with that 490 car.
Let's look at that 15th position there real quick, Pim. We got Ray Bartnikowski and Volkswagen. These guys were side by side going into the left-hand turn here. Looks like Ray is going to light up just a little bit, but maybe try to get a good run out of turn 8 and look to the inside.
Yeah, and this is a difficult spot to overtake.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to do that. If you want to do that, then you're going to have to set it up right over here. I'm curious if he's going to do that right here. I do see in the front of it a little bit more happening. But even there, we don't see many people overtaking on the moment. But it's also a long race. We're only 10 minutes in. It's a full hour race. So many things to happen yet.
Let's look at the battle for P9 there. August Blondel and D. Cody Hunley. They're going to go side by side. Matt Shepka and Eric Statzer are looking on. He's going to send it inside and get the position. Oh, Eric Statzer's going to have to check up. That's also going to check up Daniel Sandeno. Hunley, the beneficiary of all of that with August Blondel, and Matt Shepka is going to have to try to get Eric Statzer and Daniel Sandeno. And actually Randall Ruggles also. Try to get them
Yeah,
back
this,
up
the
there.
real
Ray
battles,
Bartnikowski's going to be just a little off track.
The battles are really happening right over here. If you look in the back over there, Volkswagen is trying to make a move. And Volkswagen hit. And that's JB Deleu who actually got hit. I don't see much damage, but definitely that was a spot where...
He's going to lose at least 5 positions there. That's unfortunate for him. That was some great battling going on back here.
Yeah, Mazepka's going over there also a little bit a different line. Is trying to take that inside. Is taking the 13th position right now. But that means a drop of 2 spots. Not sure what happened over there. But these guys really making exciting racing. And let's have a quick look at Aaron Law. Aaron Law currently on the 19th position, but he's in that battle, well, basically for 15th position, because they're all in there.
A lot of give and take in this league. I really appreciate that. This is a very difficult track. You can see the braking zones that, you know, could lead to just disaster, but when somebody has position here, it looks like most of the drivers are understanding of that and are willing to give and take.
We do see that Aaron Law takes here the inside, and that's the move that you have to make. We saw it in last night. A lot of times it didn't work, but this time Aaron Law really made that effort, and that works fine for him. Let's have a quick look in the front. We do see Logan McKenzie has driven the whole time in the front, and then the Slug right behind there, the 2 Polaroid cars. And then of course we have the Wojciech Swirovic right behind there. These are the 3 leaders, the 2 seconds behind. And then we see behind there is Francois Schenk and Jerome Bujalaz, I think. And that's a little bit that big group. And then we see behind there the second, the best of the rest is John Lauzon on the 6th position. Look at that, the CNC car. Oh, and there you see Andrew Little and Jacob Wally. Jacob Wally, I don't know if he likes Andrew Little that much or what he's trying to do, but he is definitely giving signals. Look at that.
Well, a little further back there in P20, we've got JB Dejoux. After that earlier incident a couple laps ago, he makes the move there on Spencer Cocaine. But Spencer's coming right back at him. Look at that. That 16 car really pushing up that hill just fine. And Jake Ashe is actually getting
and then Jake Ashe thinks, oh, I'm going to have a look at it as well. Look at that. Jake Ashe is trying to make it really difficult. He knows this track very well, and that was fun to see, and also very safe. Look at that. They make their moves, and then it doesn't work out, and they go back into position. But nice to see those guys drive. And we do see here in the front Mazepka and his gang, Daniel Zdeno, Eric Stettler driving around. Here in the back, there's a lot of battles going on. I do see that Jerome Bujalaz is getting really close up front to Francois Schenk, so maybe they can work together. It's 1.7 seconds.
That group, Francois and Jerome, keep an eye on that gap. They got 1.8 seconds right now. I think they are starting to catch up to those lead 3. I could be wrong, but their lap times are commensurate with maybe catching up with these guys and trying to reconnect that top group to make a top 5.
I think that would be very impressive, especially if you see that the 3 fastest drivers of this league are driving in front and are not battling. They are really working together. You can clearly see that. They know what they need to do, and that's what's happening over here. All the way on the back, we do see that Jake Ashe is making a move over here on Spencer Cocaine? Cocaine? It's probably not cocaine, but he drives like a madman. Look at that.
Well, he tried.
He's going back into it.
It's the same move. It's the same move. Spencer was able to do the exact same thing to JB earlier. He just gets such a good exit off turn 1 there.
And Jake always wants to show himself, so he will definitely go in there and have a quick look. So that battle has been done, but let's go to position number 10. We do see that battle going on with Eric Stetzler, August Blondel, Daniel Sedeno, and Matt Zepka again. Ooh. Too wide, but that's normal for these guys. Look at that.
Yeah.
And then when you try to attack, immediately the person next to you thinks, hey, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm
ready. Let's do this.
But August Blondel has been already a while on that position. He really is the leader of this pack, although he gets a little bit of difficulty because I do think that Daniel Sedeno is going to take a look. If it's not here, then it's on the straight. Look at that, so close to them. Yeah, and I told you.
Yeah, great exit there. Let's see if he can't. And I don't know what the draft is on these cars. So this is the disadvantage I have. Not having race these cars being away. But oh man,
look at that! He couldn't make it, and now he's trying to make it over
on the outside.
Nice. I haven't seen that one yet before, but that was a very nice move. Look at that. Great position for there. And then I think Wally is trying to make a move. Or is he not? Oh, let's go to Hundley. Look at that, go Hundley on the outside. We saw that many times before, and he's done it again. All right, let's have a quick look at the 14th position, Randall Ruggles. He's trying to have a look on the inside. He's not making that, or no, he's getting to look at the inside. But Matt Zepka is losing that position. Look at that, nice move from him. Moves up to the 13th position, that 109 car. But can he hold it here? No, he can't, and that's where Matt Zepka goes. Matt Zepka is gonna lose a lot of positions right over here. Look at that. Got a kiss in the back. You could see that coming.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Andrew Little. Is he gonna hold on Cody Hentley? And Andrew Little, Cody Hentley is there getting past, or is passing. Still have to get used to the different liveries. But we see Andrew Little is right behind there. Andrew Little is right behind him, and look at that. Are they gonna make a move? No, they're not gonna make a move. So how's Francois Schenk doing? Because they're fully battling.
I was gonna say, Francois Schenk and Jerome Beaujolais is here. We got side-by-side racing action. So these guys, I thought, were maybe trying to work together to get back up to that front three, but here we go, 2.8 seconds now. So they've lost a full second at least, battling for that position. But the racing is fantastic, so I'm not complaining it whatsoever. These guys, side-by-side, very clean racing. Just great to see. Oh, Daniel Sedeno. Looks like he may be off. He looked to the inside going into turn 3. Totally sent it. And he's not off, but yeah,
I was just thinking, I still see him drive over there on that 11th position. Not a bad place to be there.
Yeah, no, he just sent it a little too hard into turn 3 there. And
we did miss something. Let's have a quick look in the front and how that actually happened. Because Slugnificent has passed Logan McKenzie. It's actually on the first corner. I think a bad exit from McKenzie, and they swapped places. But Vucevic is not having it and is really going in between there. Curious what happens in corner 3 when they do that. And McKenzie has to go onto the back, or is he holding it in that past? Oh, look at that. A little bit of teamwork, and they switched their positions. So that's why the Slug is now on the first position, and Logan McKenzie right behind there with Boris Swidovic in the third position, and Jerome Bujalas 2.8 seconds away.
Exactly.
They're getting a little bit closer due to these fights. I do have to say the fight behind there was really close with Jacob Wally and Hundley and Andrew Little, but there is a little bit of a distance over there right now.
Yeah, things are starting to settle down just a little bit. Keep in mind, we still have a pit stop to go, which, I mean, self-induced errors, speeding on pit road, forgetting to uncheck your tires, like whatever the case is, there's a lot that could happen with a pit stop.
What doesn't happen?
This race is far from over.
Yeah, and especially when you look at the track map, it is all still in like 3 corners altogether. So yes, there are little groups going on, but one incident and at least 4 drivers are involved because they're driving so close with each other. Let's have a quick look with Aaron La. He's driving on the 15th position, fighting with Volkswagen. And Jonathan Strahl and Ray Bartnikowski is a little bit behind there. He needs to push to actually get up there again, together with Corey Fluke.
Yeah, so these guys, by the way, Aaron Law, well, let's back it up. Volkswagen up 4 spots, Aaron Law up 6, and Jonathan Strahl up 6 spots. These are your biggest gainers so far of the evening. This group that you're watching right now. So these guys, I'm sure. Further. Oh, here we go.
That's gonna be something. August Blondel is. Whoa. There are some people blinking around, but.
Oh, and Aaron Law's gonna look to the inside there too. He's.
Yeah, this is the place where you need to do it, and he will have a great advantage over there. Jonathan Strahl's not even trying to defend that. Oh. That was close.
A little bump drop here.
That was
close. Little NASCAR.
Well, look at this. He's going to make the move. Where is he going to make the move? Is he going to do that here, right on the inside? Well, Aaron Ladd doesn't let him because they're defending quite hard, and he is making the move up here. Show himself.
Oh, brave Sens. Yeah, he's going to hit.
Oh, but they keep driving. This is different than our races with the skip, where immediately a wing will break off. Here, that's going to actually happen. And Aaron Law
or the skip just goes flying through the air.
Yeah. But Aaron Law lost that position and now has to take care of Ray Bartnikowski. Ray Bartnikowski is driving currently on that 17th position. So how is it going in the front? Our first 3 drivers, Slug Nivescent, Logan McKenzie and Wojciech Swiatovic. Still the same? Jerome...
Yeah,
go ahead.
I mean, clearly the Polaroid guys are the class of the field here. However, this is not a done deal here.
What happened to Aaron Law? Aaron Law is in the pit.
Oh no!
I hear a lot of noises, but I don't see what actually happened. Let me have a quick look. Aaron Ladd just entered the pit normally. He's just a really, he's the first one who goes into the pit. And there we see in the first position some fighting. Wojciech Swiatovic is finally breaking those Polaroid cars.
There we
go. He's right in the middle over there. And now we can see that this will be getting interesting. I want to bet you. Now he's going to see if he can get to Logan McKenzie, who is driving again on that first position.
Yeah, it's one thing to have a teammate behind you. It's another thing to have a competitor. So I think Logan... Actually, to be honest with you, I think Logan and Slug maybe could just come in and hit early. Coordinate that. Clearly, they're on comms.
Well, they have 50%. It's a 50% fuel. So my calculations say that then they're not having enough. We're only 24 minutes in.
That's true.
So
35 minutes in. There are 35 minutes left. Yeah, I don't.
What do you think about this theory? What do you think about this theory? McKenzie wants to save fuel, so he has sent the message to the Slug, you drive in front. And okay, Woods is right behind there, it doesn't really matter. Logan is getting his draft. Would that be the part? I do see that Jerome Boujalous with Francois Schink is actually getting a little bit closer right over there. Look at that. It's now 2.5, 2.3. They're really getting a lot closer. And then, of course, the battle for position number 7, Jake Whaley and Code Hundley. Code Hundley really close over there. He's not making a move yet, but they are trying to gain some more time.
Well, I mean, goodness gracious, go back to P12 here. We've got, I mean, these guys are right up on one another here. Daniel Sedano had a little bit of an off track, but he's still up 3 spots to P11 there. But August Blondell, Randall Ruggles, Volkswagen, Jonathan Stroll, like these guys are all locked in a epic battle here.
Yeah, and I do see that Ray Bartnikowski is the whole time in the back. I do think, we saw this instance earlier, he is taking this race very, very slow. Just wants to be with this group, and the group up here is just making so much fighting over here. Look at that Volkswagen, sees John Strahl really nearly on his back. You have to trust each other if you want to drive this close to each other. I do think that Jonathan Strahl's a little bit of a better exit. He's really pushing right now. He's going to make a move. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Into the inside. This is a very tough move to make, by the way, folks. You're going to be pushing him to the outside, risking... Look at that. A lot of respect.
It's too bad that Peter wasn't here, because Peter would have said, well, you can put a blanket over these guys. This is amazing driving. These guys do a really, really good job. It's for position number 14, Jonathan Strahl, Volkswagen, Ray Bartnikowski, Corey Fluke. Amazing job. And I do see that, look at that, Ray Bartnikowski. Is he going to make a move? It's getting a little bit closer right now.
Be a tough one here in turn 3, but if he can get a good run, see, look how wide he goes. He goes a little bit wider to try to just get a little bit more of a run. Yeah, look how wide. So he entered as far left as he could go and took it as far wide as he could go. Still could not just quite get a run there on Volkswagen.
No, and if you can't do it on that one, then it's going to be difficult to do it anywhere, because that is the spot where you have to overtake. And we do see, when we were looking at Logan McKenzie, Wojciech Swidovic and the Slug, they're getting ready to pit. I can see that on their driving style.
Yeah, we're approaching pit time, so maybe people are going to start calming it down just a little bit in preparation for giving each other enough room. In fact, Cody Hundley is in pit road. I was just watching this battle because it was very good between he and Jacob Wally.
Well, here we see Wojciech Swidovic. Is his first opportunity to actually take the first position. Look at that. He's looking into
here we go.
Is he going to make the move over here? I told you before, this is the time. This is the chance where you need to make that move. And he's not making the move. He's not making the move. Look at that. Right in his back over there, we see the Slug really closing in. It's going to make it difficult for Wojciech Swidovic. Because Wojciech, he needs to look forward, he needs to look backwards. Very, very tiring. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, it's really tough to know when to make your move. Especially when you're up front here. You've got everything to lose at this moment. There's still a lot of race left.
Yeah,
so,
while
pick your moment.
Yeah, well, they're not fighting yet, and we do have to make sure that we can see them going into the pit. We do see August Blondel, Randall Ruggles, Jonathan Strahl, Volkswagen, and Ray Bartnikowski still fighting over here. Ray Bartnikowski is losing a little bit track over here. Needs to push to make sure that he keeps in that draft, because Volkswagen is also really close to it. And Jonathan Strahl is just eating Randall Ruggles. Look at that. He's going. Is he going? Yeah, he's going. He's going. He is pushing, but he can't make that. No, that exit run is really important over there. But Jonathan, is he going to get a good setup over here?
It sounds like Randall's going to pit here. He gave the notice over comms.
So Randall goes into the pit over here. We can see him going. Needs to make sure that he has the right speed for the pit limiter, but he has that. And now he goes into the pits. So that could give a signal. I do want to make sure that we also see the front because we see Significant really getting close with Wojciech Svidovic. And is actually taking that position on the inside over here. No! Wojciech was on the inside and he holds it. Look at that. But then that next turn, the Slug should have it over here. Yeah, this is difficult to defend. And another inside turn is coming up right over there.
Oh, they make a little bit of contact. Just enough.
The signal is quite clear. I think they're ready to go into the pit. But what would you do if you would Wojciech Svidovic? You need to go with them. If they go and you don't. But they're not going.
It depends on if he thinks he's faster. Like if he feels like he's being held up right now, honestly, go pit and get out of the traffic. But if he feels like he's being pulled along, then yeah, absolutely stick with him and race him 1-to-1.
Well, that's what Francois Schink is doing because he's on that 6th position and now already going into the pit. So pit entry is definitely open, and these are people that are doing really good in our championship. So take a look at Francois Schink. I'm curious where he comes out. Yeah, as you can see, the Slug is doing it again.
Yep.
The Slug is doing it again. Look at that. Wojciech has that exit, and that exit is important over there.
We saw that last night. That outside line in turn 3 is just the absolute.
The Slug is right over Wojciech Svidovic. Look at that. We can't make it over there, and that means that Wojciech Svidovic has a really good exit. But the funny thing is, like, Wojciech needs to defend really hard, but Logan is not running away.
Not yet. By the way, we've got August Blondel, Volkswagen, and Jake Ashe all in pit road now as well. So a lot of different Gilston strategies here playing out.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. And while we see that Daniel Sedeno is on that 9th position together with Jonathan Strahl right behind him. Jonathan Strahl, 12 positions up. Yeah, you can see on his car that he's really making it work. So let's have a quick look if we see Logan McKenzie and Wojciech Svidovic working. And I do think that the Slug is losing a little bit of track. Maybe this is the way for Wojciech to actually make that move. He doesn't have to look in the back. And he could actually start looking on how to attack Logan McKenzie. Will be the first time. He's a little bit far away. No, that's too far away. He's just trying to get a really, really good exit. And the Slug is also back again in that pack. I think this is our biggest fight currently on track.
Yep, agreed. And you can just tell. I mean, he's trying to figure out where I'm going to get the corner exit speed to make a run. I think that we figured this out. And again, very, very, very different cars than the Skip Barber from 2000. I totally understand that. However, I think the thinking is the same. It's very difficult to dive into a corner and pass somebody. We saw that last night where it just did not work out. Like, you can get the position momentarily, but if somebody has a better corner exit than you, you're going to give that spot right back. And I think that's what we're seeing right here is how are these drivers setting up to, there we go. Here's a great run. That's what I'm talking about right there. Final corner, get the run off, get the inside position. That's how you make it past a Red Bull, right?
All right, lap 21. finally Wojciech Swiatovic got the opportunity and immediately he took it. Look at that, right behind Logan McKenzie and the Slug. I am really curious what they're going to do right now. Is this immediately going to do? We have seen it before from the Polaroid cars. They are really good in teamwork, and we do see immediately here, I think the Slug is going on the preferred line. I also don't think they're really working together, and if so, then they have to communicate a little bit better. But that looked actually like the Slug was trying to make a move. I am curious if Wojciech Swiatovic is now actually freed from those Polaroid cars and can run away. It's 6/10 already.
Well, that's what we were talking about. Does he feel like he was being held up, or does he feel like he was just hanging? Clearly, he feels like he was being held up here. Eric Statzer, Spencer Cockane here in pit road. So we have quite a varied strategy on pit lane here for when people are going to be pitting to take their one fuel stop, fill up on that what I would call Sunoco race fuel. I'm not sure what these cars take.
All right, look at this.
Here you go.
We're gonna get to the moment where Wojciech Swiatovic doesn't have Logan McKenzie in his back anymore, and we do see the Slug is going in. The Slug is going in, so they have a different pit stop strategy.
Interesting. Very
the Slug had a really bad entry over there, nearly lost his car. That's gonna cost him on time. I'm really curious what Wojciech Swiatovic is gonna do. How long is he gonna run? We see more people coming in. We see John Lauzon, Jacob Wally. We're all so close together that we can just see them going in over here.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a quick look at Logan McKenzie, because he still needs to follow Wojciech Swiatovic. We lost one of the Polaroid cards, but Logan McKenzie is still in there. And he needs to stay with him. And it seems like that actually works quite well. All right, we see another big group going in. Yeah, go ahead.
Slugnificent is going to be your leader for the cars who have already pit. Yeah, to your point, we've got Daniel Sedano. Actually, he's out now. Ray Bartnikowski, Corey Fluke, and Jonathan Strahl all taking their fuel stint here. But yeah, Slug is still in fourth position after a pit stop there. He is your leader of the folks who have already pit, and his gap currently is about 25 and a half seconds to the leader of Wojciech Swiatovic. So keep your eye on that.
Yeah, if we look at the time of pit stops and the pit time that you have actually on the whole lane, I think that is a little bit longer, or a little bit shorter than the 26 seconds that are right over there. But I'm curious to see when Wojciech Swiatovic and Logan McKenzie are actually coming in. That's going to be the surprise over here. And we do see that Wojciech already is 1.5 seconds ahead of Logan McKenzie. Logan McKenzie is really dropping back. Would that be tires? I'm curious, would they take tires in this race? Let's pay attention on that when they actually go in. I don't think so. I don't think I saw any tires coming in.
Now, I will say there are a varied amount of pit times here. So you got Francois Schenk, and like John Lawson, 24 seconds. D. Cody Hunley, 25 seconds. Then you got Jacob Wally, 16 seconds. You got Aaron Law, 10 seconds. Daniel Sedano, 11 seconds. Matt Shepka, 11 seconds. So my point is, it does appear that people are taking wildly different swings at this pit strategy here. I don't know what the leaders have in mind, but
yeah, I have no idea. We see that those four cars, or the Slug just has entered, but the Little is also still staying out. Look at that.
Yeah, Wojciech is now extended the lead to 2.5 seconds, and he's just kind of walking away with it right now. Keep your eye, though. The gap to him and Slugnificent is 26 seconds now. I believe that's increased since the last time we checked in. So that's really the gap that you want to keep your eye on. No, to me, it's in his hands right now. You got to go into pit road and execute.
What do you think about that car in between those? Spencer Cocaine, 21st position. He's like a little bit in between over there. I'm curious what he's going to do when Logan is getting really close. And that shouldn't take that long because we can see him over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Wojciech Swidovic to actually go into the pit. He's not going. Next best fight, August Blondel fighting over here with Matt Zepka for the position number 12. I think they met before and they meet again. We're already 40 minutes into this race and we still haven't seen the leaders go into the pit. That's a very interesting strategy. We do see that Randy Ruggles has actually passed Ray Bartnikowski right over there. The same thing for August. Is August going to pass Matt Zepka? No, he's not. He is on that inside now. He's got a better run. It's going to be making it right over there.
Drag race, turn 3. Oh, man. Yeah, no, Matt's going to back off there, give him the position.
So, and how's that in the back over there? Well, Randy has actually taken that position from Ray Bartnikowski. And Wojciech Swidovic has just said, you know what? I'm going to do another lap. Because that guy actually needs to pit.
By the way, so did Logan.
Of course.
Oh, and Jerome. Yeah. All these guys.
Yeah, and I do see that if you look at the times of Slugnificent is now actually losing a little bit of those 3 leaders. So that's going to be interesting when they actually are going to come back to the from the pit. Hey, look at that! John Lozon just set the fastest time of all these drivers, 1:41. Really nice. He's getting pushed quite hard by Jacob Wally, and we know what Jacob Wally likes. He just likes to sit right on the back, and he is doing that. He's not making a move over here. And how's that group going with Matt Zepka? We have they're all back again. They thought about it, and the band is back together. We have Matt Zepka, Randall Ruggles, Ray Bartnikowski, John Stroll. John Stroll, he's not good enough for the band yet, but he's trying. He might come in for auditions. Yeah, he's getting up there.
He's the Ringo Starr.
Hey, I don't mind to be the Ringo Starr. That's a good line.
I would be the Ringo Starr.
Yeah, definitely.
And here
we see Wojciech Swidovic just taking more and more advantage of these. He did that last time as well, and he's doing it again. Let's have a quick look at the lap times compared to Mackenzie, and it is really the whole time he's gaining time.
Absolutely, by at least a half a second a lap, and that includes Slugnificent, who is on already pit. So yeah,
we know
that's a tough.
Yeah, we know that Wojciech Swidovic, he's coming, or at least his flag says that he's coming from the UK. Sounds very much like a Polish person. Where do you think the slug is coming from?
The ground? I don't.
Well, the ground, Michigan, it's all the same to me. But he's currently
somewhere
driving...
damp. I don't know. Where's it damp and cool?
Well, he's driving on the 4th position, so currently that's the place where he is. 27 seconds away from those 3 guys. Look at that. Wojan Swidovic and then Jerome Bujalodz. Very difficult name for me to pronounce correctly. I might have heard it a couple of times, but not always. But he's coming from Canada and drives 2.8 seconds away from Logan McKenzie. He is actually gaining on him. And he's driving away from the slug. Really significant every lap.
Yeah, really great late race showing here. And so again, I haven't raced the touring cars here, but I gotta feel like it's somewhat similar to at least the GT3s, where if you can manage those tires and just be consistent, it's gonna pay off for you in the end. And I feel like that's where we see Jerome really executing here on his just hitting his marks, doing what he needs to do. He still needs to make another pit stop, so that's not, you gotta add that into the equation here.
Things can go wrong.
But
you're right.
but he's up 2 spots right now, and it's got to be feeling really good about where he's running at.
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely a good chance. And if you see that Voges is 6 seconds away from you, I wouldn't be ashamed by that. That guy is like a maniac. We do look up here with August Blondel, 12th position, and Zapka right behind there, and Randall Ruckless. And, of course, Ray Bartnikowski. Ray Bartnikowski is slowly coming in and taking that move. Oh! But he's losing right over there and immediately drops a little bit and needs to fight that back. But there's another straight coming up, so no worry for that.
By the way, I believe... Oh, no, never mind. Disregard.
Is Voges going into the pit?
I thought maybe our leader...
No, of course Voges is not going to the pit.
No, but Logan is. So is Jerome.
Ooh, that's interesting. So now we see different tactics. Jerome is coming in right over here together with Logan. Now I'm curious what the slug is going to do.
13 and a half minutes remaining in this race, so Wojciech's not going to have any fuel to put in. He's going to have to get a splash of gas here, I think.
Yeah, and we do see over there Significant is coming out, and Logan is also driving out, but is still very slow. So I'm curious. I do think that Logan McKenzie is coming out over here. Can he actually make it to corner 3 without the slug? Because that means no draft, and it does. Look at that. Ooh, that's bigger than expected. Jerome is even passing the slug over there.
Yeah, it does not look like the undercut was the call of the evening at the moment, but again, long race. Still a lot of race left to go.
We do see Andrew Little has finally gone in on that 9th position, but he will drop back a little bit more. Aaron Laas passing him right now. August Blondel is coming in. Is he coming in another time? Let's have a quick look. No, that's his first pit stop as well. And that means that we have now everybody pitted except one driver. One driver who refuses to pit.
Who's going to go around one more time, at least.
Oh man, that car is so empty. Of course it's light. Of course he can do some really quick times over here.
I'm just wondering how much these cars you're able to fuel save. Like, is there a draft? That's what I don't understand. This is what the frustrating part of not having my rig, being away from home, all that stuff is, because I have no concept. I just have no concept of, like, how in the world is he going that much longer than everybody else? It's amazing. By the way, Ray Bartnikowski, Randall Ruggles, P13, side by side. This is your battle on the track here until Wojciech decides he's going to pit, because these guys have been going
going to do the under over. Look at that. He's going to go have a look on the inside right over here. Want to bet you. Yes, he's going to take that look, and that means that... not making that move. He's looking, but he's not making the move. Or at least I think that Randy Ruggles is doing really well and defending that right over there. And I'm curious what Jonathan Strahl is going to do. Jonathan Strahl, who hasn't he passed yet? Because that guy is passing a lot of people. Currently in the 15th position, 7th position up from his qualification. Interesting battle. right, where are the battles to go? And we do see Wojciech. Wojciech is going in. Look at that.
Finally. Oh my gosh. We were all waiting for it. It finally happened. This is going to be for all the marbles here. Logan McKenzie is in second place.
And he has some difficulties to actually find his pit stop. He's going in, he's going out. Does that mean he's losing time over there? We do see him stand still right now. So no tire changes. We just see him fuel up. Is this enough?
Logan McKenzie coming around the final turn.
It looks long. It looks long.
Come down the front straight.
But this was the same with the slug, and that means that Wojciech Swidovic is now getting onto the exit. Yeah, that means that Wojciech was hitting over there the exit. He is getting away. I don't see any damage.
Wow. So he roughly the same pit times, but he's going to come out over 7.5 seconds ahead of Logan
McKenzie. But that's those 5-6 laps that he drove. If you look at the times, we're actually still having them up. McKenzie is not quicker. McKenzie is losing 5 points. So 0.6, 0.7. He's losing a lot of times per. I really think that Wojciech Swidovic, his speed, nobody has an answer on that.
Well, a little bit further back, Randall Ruggles is going to make the pass on Matt Shepka, so it opens the door for Ray Bartnikowski, opens the door maybe for Jonathan Stroll.
Yeah, Jonathan Stroll's going to make that move. No, he's not. Is he? Yeah, he's going to make that move. Come on.
He's going to file right back in until... Nope. Peaks decides better of it.
I wouldn't expect that. Every time when Jonathan saw an opportunity, he took the opportunity. This time he stays behind over there. And I do have to want to point out, JB Desjeux is right behind them. Had that massive incident in the first few laps. And he's now driving here on the 16th position, trying to see if he can come back to Matt Zepka and Ray Bartnikowski. How is our other driver doing? Jake Ashe, currently 20th position. It's a little bit in no man's land, I feel.
Yep, just kind of hanging out. I will say, sorry, Jonathan Stroll does pass Matt Shepka there. Yeah, Jake Ashe down only one spot on the evening, so, relatively strong showing there. Aaron Law, I just want to point him out, also kind of in no man's land at the moment, but up 12 spots overall. He's currently sitting in P9, so that's a great showing, barring any late race shenanigans here with 7.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Aaron Law. Green is probably his favorite color, but currently it brings him a lot of luck. 12 positions up. I'm curious if he's going to get an extra week, if we're going to see a better livery than this green car, but on his driving style, he does an amazing job. I do see that Ray Bartnikowski goes in. A little bit surprising. Why is he has to go in again?
I'm not sure. He already pit once. He may have picked up some damage at some point. Not sure what happened to Ray.
Nah, well, I think he maybe did a little bit miscalculation in the fuel. Or no, he had an entry because he's going in and out. He's not stopping, and that means he had a penalty. So probably with his entry, he came out very late. Let's go back to Wojciech Swidovic.
Oh, poor Ray.
Oh, what is he doing?
No, nothing.
Okay, well, let's go back to Wojciech Swidovic.
Yeah, let's go back to Wojciech.
Because Wojciech is currently 9 seconds away. Yeah, he's gone. I don't think anybody is gonna come back to him.
No, 9.5 seconds at this point. We've got 6 minutes remaining.
But also the slug really lost it on with Jerome Boujalus is now trying to get back. Curious if that's possible. Let's have a quick look at their lap times.
Keep your eye on that. So Jerome's got a 1.4 second lead over the 14 car there. Again, we've got just a couple, I guess a few technically laps remaining here. So 1.4 seconds is the gap between Slugnificent and Jerome Boujalus for that final podium spot, which is a coveted position. So that's, when we talk about these kinds of things, third position, a top 5, the 5th position, top 10, the 10th position, all those positions just carry just a little bit more weight. So expect Significant to try to pour it on here and make the pass on Jerome here in the closing laps.
Yeah, and if you look at the standings, currently Logan McKenzie has 248 points, and then Jerome Boujalaz is actually on 219. So he is on that second position, and then is Francois Schink. So this does have implications for our championship. It will make some changes. I'm really curious to see how this championship is going to end. Chris, did we already make a commitment for this whole season?
We have not yet, but I'll tell you what, I'm having a blast with these guys. Great sportsmanship, great community, and some great racing. So, you know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, this is an awesome racing. I do have to say, this whole hour, I can't imagine to sit a whole hour. I have 35-minute races or 45 minutes. That's the max for me. My tires don't want to. My body doesn't want to work anymore that long. I even have that with just doing a broadcast, no matter what. But looking at Jerome is getting actually a little bit closer. Do you see that? Are we going to see a battle for position number 2 up there?
Yeah, well, we were talking about Significant, but maybe the person we should have been worried about there is Logan McKenzie. So Jerome up 2 spots, by the way. He's third position right now, up 2 spots. He's clearly on a mission here, and he's got enough laps to make it happen. I see you got the sectors up there. How are you looking for closure rates for Jerome Boujalaz?
Well, let's have a quick look. So in sector 1, McKenzie is losing 1.10th, and now let's have a quick look, and they're nearly similar in sector 2. So it's going to be on that last sector. Is Boujalaz again winning some time over there? Needs to be more than a 10th, otherwise it's going to be difficult to close that gap. I do have to say Logan is running very smoothly. Logan coming over here. And that last sector, there's actually McKenzie is winning 4/10. So this round, Logan McKenzie is really running away. So that's a little bit what's going on. First 2 sectors, Boujalaz is winning. McKenzie is grabbing a lot of time back in that third corner, in that third sector. And then let's do that same thing with right behind there. We see Boujalaz and Significant. Significant is actually getting closer. Not in the even in the first section. So those Polaroid cars are still in big battles over here. Maybe something happens also for position number 11. We see Andrew Little getting closer and closer to Daniel Sedino. And the time is ticking away. We're 58 minutes. That's we're probably in one more lap to go, I guess.
Yeah, I would guess this is 2 to go because we got our leader, Woche, coming around the last 2 turns. We're running 141s right now. There's a minute and a half left to go in the race, so this should be the white flag for our leader.
And we do just want to have a quick look because this was a long race, and I see Jonathan Stroll crashed. He was driving all by himself. What went wrong in that one? Or he just parked the car. Yeah, he just parked the car. He had enough of it. And let's go back to Logan McKenzie, because Logan McKenzie is trying to get rid of Boujalaz and is now making sure that he doesn't have any draft. But that means that Logan McKenzie is getting worried. Means he's getting worried, and he needs to get worried because Boujalaz, the last sector, again is coming closer. Is he getting close enough? 1.8 seconds. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
Look at Rojas Svidovic. Even in that last sector, he's in that first sector, he's just gaining time. He's not slowing down. He's 11 seconds ahead, and he's just pushing that car. Great to see that. I see Daniel Sedino going back into the pit. So he had a miscalculation on his fuel over there. And that can win a couple of people some more spots. And that's going to happen more. There is a battle going on with Matt Zepka, with Randy Ruggles, who are still finishing that last lap. You see that they have the last lap going on. And Matt Zepka can still make a move.
Looks like Sedano is serving a penalty there, so he's going to come out right behind those two. As they finish up their last lap, we'll see if Daniel Sedano can maybe try to salvage a little bit.
We're looking at Rojas Svidovic, who comes over the line with 11.6 seconds here. Look at his celebrations. Great from him to do that. What a driver is that. And let's have a quick look if Jerome Bouzaluz is getting any closer. No, he's not getting any closer. And that means that we see Logan McKenzie coming in the foreground. And Jerome Bouzaluz is finishing as a third position on that podium. And then we have the Slug on the fourth position. Jonathan Louds. Then we have to wait a little while, 16 seconds, for Jacob Wally. How is Jacob Wally doing? Coming into that last row. Cody Huntley right behind there, but that's not enough. And that really means that they're going to end over there. And then we see Aaron Law. Look at that, Aaron Law. 12 positions up. Finishing over here. Great job from him.
Let's look back here real quick at the 15th position. Sorry, I know there's going to be a lot of people that we need to give credit to here, but Volkswagen and August Blondel really going to town here in the last two turns. Let's see if August's got anything for him as he sends it into the final turn.
Well,
no, he's not going to have it.
No, he's not going to have it. Wow. Look at that. Awesome driving. We're looking for the last drivers. Jake Ashe needs to come here over the line. He's doing that with his Hyundai. First race over here. Great to see him. Great to see all the other drivers up here. Sorry if we mispronounce your name, or if I mispronounce your name, it's going to happen more often.
Big time. Yep.
All right, and that's this is our last driver that we see coming up, and that's Spencer Cocaine. And then that's for all the drivers. Wow. That was a heck of a race.
What a race.
Yeah.
It did not feel like an hour, I will tell you that. That was a great... sorry. Jake Ashe pushing some...
Of course. And here we have...
around there.
We had a great race going on, and we have already our fourth position here in the booth. The Slug, or how do we call you?
Slug's good. I'm happy with Slug.
All right, Slug,
Slug's good. All right.
How was your race? We saw you fight in the beginning. We saw with Logan, with Rojas Svidovic, you guys, the Polaroid cars were trying to hold his horses, and then he was away. What was your thoughts when he took that first position?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of expected it. Really what we were doing is just trying to stay in each other's draft so we could run away from the rest of the pack. We kind of expect Waj with his superior speed to pull away from us, so we were just as a team trying to pull away from John and Francois because Bot's in a pretty close... Sorry, Logan is in a pretty close battle for the championship there.
Yeah, we did have a look at that, and I was curious if that was going to be involved in that, but great to hear that. And then you took a very early pit stop compared to Logan, but even to Vojic Svidovic. I'm not sure what kind of tank Vojic Svidovic has, but he was going very long. Was there a tactic for you to go really early?
Yeah, I was planning on taking tires, but I decided against it at the last minute. If you take tires here, you can take them while you take fuel, and you lose about 5 seconds. You can gain that back. I'm glad I didn't though, because if I would have, I think that John and Francois, who I think did take tires, they would have passed me. Lodge, I don't know. He must have been doing some kind of fuel saving.
Oh wow, that was fuel saving. No, that's an amazing job over there. It's a great league. Can you tell us a little bit more about this league? How did you guys start it, and what's the goal of this league?
Yeah, I mean, originally we started because we just found out that TCR cars are great around rovals. That was our first kind of envision for the league, is just to drive specifically around rovals. But as we gained more members and as we started to do surveys, it became clear that people wanted to do more bigger tracks, road tracks, and we got some suggestions. What we're about here is racers being able to choose basically what we do. So every season we have a poll at the end of the season. This poll will go over like race choices and pit stops, fast repairs, everything. So we'd really like to give everybody a choice.
Well, it's a great driver field. I do have to say, the way you guys drive, it's so different from other leagues where we see a lot of penalties going on here, and there's a lot of clean driving. There's aggressive driving, but it is all clean, and I really enjoy that. And together with Chris and Peter, who couldn't be here tonight, but yeah, we really enjoy this. So I am curious, what do we still have on the agenda? Can you tell us a little bit about how far is this championship is going to bring us?
Yeah, so we're in week 11 right now, week 11 of 14. Coming up, we have 2 more sprint challenges in a row, so that'll be Hockenheim and Nürburgring. We're doing short layouts of both those tracks, and then we'll be going home to Daytona, last race of the season for a 60-minute race at night.
Well, that's going to be very exciting. We're definitely going to meet
On the oval,
more
I
races.
assume.
Oh no, not the oval.
Oh, darn it. Okay. No, all right. That's fine.
No, Chris, not the oval. Definitely not with this TCR. I'm really curious about that race, and I'm curious if Logan McKenzie is going to hold him. I was expecting him to be here in the booth, Slug. What happened to your teammate? Was he upset?
Oh no. I just don't. I don't think he realized that he could.
Well, that's then maybe for the next time, and all the other drivers who want to come here and give us some explanations on what they're doing for us. We're looking at these races and just enjoying the fights that you all have. The tactics, because this race was all about tactics. I think the pit window was open for at least 25 minutes. But great stuff. Chris, do you have any questions for the Slug?
No questions. Just a general statement, man. Really, just a joy to watch you guys race, and thanks for letting us do all this. The sentiment that I have is the amount of respect and sportsmanship that you all have for each other is just fantastic. Like Pim said, it's aggressive, but it's respectful, and it's just a lot of fun. It's what we say for Sunday Night Skippy applies here. It's an embarrassment of riches. It's almost there's so much action going on throughout the field that we can't cover it all, which is a good problem to have, but it just speaks volumes to the league that you guys set up. So I hope that if anybody just happens to catch this, they check out Alpha Touring Challenge if they feel like they're a good fit.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Anybody's welcome. And we welcome drivers of all skill levels. We'd love to grow the grid even more.
That will be fantastic. Even more. You want to ask us to do an even more difficult job, because this was quite difficult with all these kind of drivers. But they look also really great. The car liveries, everybody's really taking care of their cars. It's an amazing job. I want to thank everybody who's watching, who's gonna watch. It's a great challenge for us every time to make these broadcasts, and we do that for you. We enjoy it and love to see where we're gonna bring this all. Slug, we always have one item in our interview. That's our last item, and that's the shout-outs. Do you have any shout-outs that you want to give?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Bot. Amazing drive. Sorry, Logan. Amazing drive there. Second place, I think, is as good as he could come out with. So I think it's great for his drivers' championship hopes, and it's great for the team championship hopes as well. So
it's great to hear that, Logan McKenzie from Georgia. So of course, go Georgia, go Atlanta, and go Logan. Awesome job. Well, Chris, let's go back to normal. There's a new day coming, so I'm gonna go to my bed and see what I can dream of. I hope it's not Red Bull. I'm gonna leave Red Bull for where it is.
Yeah,
and,
we've had a lot of Red Bull recently.
Yeah, so let's do that. I want to thank everybody else for watching, and see each other at the next broadcast.